Yo, what is going on, people? It's your boy Frogzy, and I'm going to be showing you another how-to video on the Logitech mouse. I previously did a video on this mouse last year. Basically it was a straw method where you stick the straw in between the mouse wheel and you just blow some air in between to clear the sensor down below. But I've been reading your comments and some people have been having mechanical issues within the mouse. So basically today will be a full tear down off the mouse itself. Basically it will be some dusting and some cleaning. Again, there will be a straw method that I'll be using, but it's just going to be some general cleaning within the mouse. So you'll need cotton buds, maybe a small duster, but my duster is actually a small little makeup brush as well. So let me just get a cotton bud ready for you lot, and let me just dive into here. I'm just getting a small makeup brush. You know, the only reason why I use a small makeup brush for the cleaning is because it's so, the bristles are so soft, so you're not going to be damaging any components on the inside. Okay. So yeah, basically let's start with the tools you need. There's more tools, so a little pair of tweezers so you can take out the small screws with inside, a spudger, a precision screwdriver with I believe this is a 2.0 bit, which is a star head also, or cross head, whatever you want to call it. And maybe you might want to have a little magnetic strip down so you can put your screws in, so you don't want to lose them. Only reason I'm using this because I have a black desk and the screws are black, so it's quite hard for me to see the screws because they are very tiny. So yeah, so basically let's turn the mouse over. So basically you're going to see that the mouse has these rubber feet. So what you want to do is get a pair of tweezers. I've seen some people, they've heated it up and they've peeled it off, but I just used a pair of tweezers and I just rip it off straight away. Let's get this one here. I can grab it. There we go. So as you can see, let me put these to one side over here, guys. Okay, so as you can see, we have 4 screws at the bottom of the mouse. So basically you want to take out these 4 screws, which are going to hold the mouse in place. Also, this mouse does come with a weight on it, so you can be more precise when aiming and stuff like that, apparently. I honestly don't feel the difference. Maybe it's a little heavier when having the the weight in, but I honestly can't feel the difference when I'm playing or using it. So let's get our screwdriver and let's start taking out our screws. Okay. So when I originally done my first video, my problem with the mouse was obviously dust, and I just used a straw to just clean it, which seemed to work for quite a while. But after a while, from what I was reading from comments, people were having mechanical issues, and then I was looking on forums. This mouse tends to have quite a few issues, so also to do with its firmware. So sometime on the Logitech website you may need to download the firmware update for the mouse, but even that sometimes doesn't work from what I was reading. So I believe that this is the best thing to do for your mouse. It is at your own risk. If you don't know how to clean your mouse, don't do this, but if you feel like you're confident enough to open up your mouse and clean it for yourself, then go for it. You can only hope for the best and try. So let's take off the top part of the mouse. Be careful because there is a ribbon connected to the mouse, and there is a little black piece as well which you want to lift up. Let me point it out with the tweezers. So this part here, what you want to do is you want to lift that up, if I can show you. So you lift it and you me just use my nails to lift it. Okay, you don't want to break the ribbon. Okay, because if you break the ribbon, then you're pretty much buggered and the mouse wheel won't work. So I lifted up the little black piece, as you can see, and then the ribbon should slide straight out. Okay, and that's the top half of the mouse. Wait for the camera to refocus. Yeah, there you go. That's the top half of the mouse. Okay, let's put that to one side. You could get the duster if you want and just dust in between the pieces and around and on the little boards inside, just to get rid of any little bits of dust. Okay, put this down to one side, put it this way so it doesn't roll around while I'm doing stuff. Okay, so here are the inner workings of, let me move it here, of the mouse. Okay, so we have your scroll wheel here, and underneath that is the sensor for the wheel also. You also have another sensor here, so this will be the click down part when you click it down. So this little black box on the side right here. And also you have this cable here, which is connected to the PCB. And then you have obviously the infrared sensor at the bottom. But we're not going to take off this PCB section of the board because we don't need to, okay? So let's firstly take out this wire. This wire can be a bit tricky to take out, so bear with me. It is quite a difficult little piece to take out, but be careful, okay? Let's see if I can get it. Just have to keep wiggling and wiggling and wiggling until it comes out, okay? So yeah, here we go. This little piece is out. Fine, okay? Basically that controls, I believe, the scroll wheel. So yeah, let's talk about the 4 screws. So you have 4 screws to take out as well where the scroll wheel is. So there's one, oh, let me bring it up here so you guys can see. Okay, so you have 1 screw on the top left, 1 on the bottom left in between the black wire here, and then you have 1 screw on the top right, and then 1 screw on the bottom right. Okay, so you want to take those screws out. Also, before you even do that, there's this little protecty shroud thing that you can take off. Let's just peel this off. It's stuck underneath the mouse wheel, so be careful. There we go. So this is a little piece you can take off, which protects this section of the mouse wheel. Okay, so let's take out these small screws. Now these screws can be a bit annoying to take out, okay, because they are very, that's how tiny they are. They are very minuscule screws, okay, as you can see. Hopefully, come on, focus. Hopefully, oh, it's not gonna focus, but you can see, okay. Take out the second one on the top left, and then you want to take out the next one on the bottom right. And then the last one on the bottom left, okay? And this little screw can be annoying to take out, to be honest, because it's close to a wire. So this is where the tweezers come in as well, so you can put the screw back in. Oh, and make sure you have a magnetic screwdriver as well, because it does help a lot when putting in these tiny screws. Because eventually sometimes they will tend to fall underneath the PCB of the mouse. Okay, so yeah, let's take off the mouse wheel. Okay, so be very gentle while taking it off because it can be quite delicate. So yeah, this is your mouse wheel. Sometimes it might get a bit grimy and dirty in between. This is why you should use a cotton bud to go clean in between the rubber bit of the mouse wheel and the plastic. Also, there might be some grime underneath here. If you're the type of person that eats a lot at your computer, there might be some grime on the mouse wheel itself, which is preventing it from performing correctly while on your computer. So yeah, I'm going to put this down to one side. And when you spread these two PCBs open, it will reveal the two little sensors. Let me try and focus it for you. Okay. The two little sensors on the top. Okay. Sometimes that might get some dirt. So again, this is where the cotton bud comes into play, and you can easily just clean it. Okay. 9 times out of 10, this will work for your mouse. Okay, because you're directly cleaning the PCB and the sensors. Okay. So just be as gentle as you can. Okay. And then that's it really. Just clean those little pieces and then you should be golden, to be honest. And also there can be a mechanical issue with this box here. This little black box. Okay, and this box on the side. Sometimes while playing, this can slightly move itself for some reason, and I don't know why it moves itself when it's securely fastened down. When I opened it up, sometimes it did jerk a bit, even though when I did when I blew it with some air, I just had to refit this and then it worked well, the mouse. And when I was using my scroll wheel, it didn't jump around when you're on like a home page or something. Okay, so now we've done that, we can reassemble it. So we'll reassemble it very, very slowly for you guys so you can understand. So basically, take your mouse wheel, place the left hand side back on, and then what you want to do is get the smallest side of the mouse wheel, okay, and stick it into the hole, okay, and then you want to go onto the other side, alright, on here, and place it just underneath. Wait, you might need to lift up the wheel a bit just to place it. So yeah, here you go. Just place it just underneath the black bit. Make sure that's fully secured in, okay? Because it can hinder your scrolling problems, okay? Yeah, and you may have some other problems if you don't. So let's put all the little screws back together. Now this can be a bit annoying, like I said, because they're so tiny, okay? And let's move here. Just have to move my other mouse. Let's put the screw back in. Oh, just readjust you. Move you. There we go. There we go. Okay, that should be in. Good. Get your second tiny screw. You want to put this one in the bottom right. It's very convenient to have these magnetic strips or something magnetic where you put your screws, because 9 times out of 10 in the past when I've tried to fix something, I have ended up losing a screw somewhere in the mix, or I've put the wrong screw somewhere else, so it's the best thing for you really. So this screw goes right on the top here, okay, on the top left. And then the last screw will go in between this little black wire. Okay, just be careful because it might slip and it might fall down underneath the PCB. Okay, let's take you out. Okay, everything seems fine. It clicks. Hopefully the scroll wheel works after this, and I guarantee it will. Just make sure you don't damage the PCB or anything else, otherwise it will not work. Remember that. And now what you want to do is, before that, get your little shroud. Okay, make sure you plop that back on. It simply just slips straight on. Okay, slip straight on, in between. Okay, just like I said, it protects it somehow, some way. And then you want to take the wire we took out and just plug that one back in. Okay, there you go, all perfect. What's next? The main housing. Okay, so this part can be tricky also. You just need to take the ribbon and put it back into the space where you see here, and then you just need to push down on a little black piece so it can lock the ribbon into place. Okay, I will try to show you it on the camera as close as possible, but if I can't, I will have to do it on the desk. Okay, because I don't want to break my mouse. Let's move it around like this. So we'll put it in the hole here. Okay, slotted straight in. Slotted straight in. Okay, so I'll take it out again so I can show you. Right in the little slot. There you are. Then you want to push the little black piece down if you can. There you are. Perfect. And then, before you put those screws in, make sure you try it out. Okay, so this mouse is currently not connected into anything, so let me just quickly connect it into something just to see if it is working with the RGB and everything is working fine. Okay, let's plug it in. Okay, yeah, the light's coming on, RGB is working, as you can see, perfectly fine. Let's take it out. Let's put it all back together properly. Here we go. And all you got to do now is put in those 4 black screws you saw before back into the bottom of your mouse. Okay? Just simply tighten them as much as they can. You don't want to break the threading, or you don't want to break your mouse. Put this one in. Okay? And then if you want to put the weight back on, you can. I just keep the weight inside the mouse anyways, because there's just nowhere else to put it really, and I'll end up losing it, knowing me. So guys, let me tighten this. Oh, and obviously put the feet back on when you're done. And they are fairly easy to put back on. You just have to stick it back in the correct way. Okay. Let's do this here. Stay here. Good. And in you go. Okay. There you go, guys. That's finished. That was a complete teardown of the Logitech G403 mouse. If you have any questions in regarding the other video, please would you let me know. Like I said, sometimes the straw method does work, but not in most cases, and other cases you will need to do as complete teardown. Like I said, if you feel comfortable doing a complete teardown of your mouse, and you want to hopefully get it to work, you're gonna have to open it up, give it a good clean, just wipe it down, see what's wrong in your mouse, and just hope for the best. Okay, so yeah guys, if you want to comment, like and subscribe, and if you want to see more how-to videos, please would you let me know. I'm your boy Frogzy. Thanks for watching, and I'm signing out. Cool guys, goodbye.